Hey, what's going on YouTube? What's happening, guys? You guys have tuned into Rules for Rebels. It's Sunday morning, sitting here in coronavirus hibernation. Figured you guys can join me for my morning coffee, and we'll talk about spotting opportunity when most people see doom and gloom. This the idea for this post actually comes from a Reddit thread in the JustStart subreddit. The JustStart subreddit is a subreddit about people who are, getting into affiliate marketing and kind of blogging for profit. And there's a guy who started a travel website a couple months ago, only got about 13 posts up. It's a relatively new site, and he's wondering, is it time to throw in a towel? Do I move on to something else? Like the world seems like it's ending. It feels like nobody's going to travel again. And, in life and entrepreneurship, it's all about spotting opportunity when most people see doom and gloom. This kind of reminds me of, say, like 2018 in the cryptocurrency sphere. In 2016, 2017, everybody and their mom was becoming a cryptocurrency blogger. Even people who knew nothing about cryptocurrency but had YouTube channels were trying to cash in on the cryptocurrency thing. Every Amazon seller, every eBay seller, every YouTuber in general, all of a sudden, was a Bitcoin expert and was throwing out, Coinbase referral codes in their videos. And that quickly came to an end, right? January of 2018 came, crypto kind of started crashing. I remember I actually went down to Mexico late February of 2018, and I that's kind of the point at which I just kind of tuned out to crypto, because the space was kind of boring and it was just kind of depressing me seeing how much money I was losing. So I just kind of tuned out of the space at that point. And a lot of crypto YouTubers wound up kind of going away, right? Like the audiences kind of went away. Why am I going to make cryptocurrency content for an audience that isn't there? And the space itself was just kind of boring. And I don't blame people who left at that point. But at the same time, not that crypto is anything like what it was in back in 2017, but there has been kind of a resurgence in interest, and the people who are doing well today are the people who stuck with it and continue going through that. You got guys like Doug Polk, who kind of gave up on crypto, and he actually just put out a video the other day. I believe I posted it in my community tab, where he said basically he's kind of ending the crypto channel. And some people kind of phased out, went away, and then other people, like, I'm not necessarily a huge fan of his content. I think he's a little bit hypey, but I do give him lots of credit for continuing to post despite all the downturns. A YouTuber by the name of The Modern Investor, and there's a number of other YouTubers who've kind of stuck with it, but the people who are succeeding right now and are going to continue to succeed are the people who kept on trucking when the other people kind of went away. And, right now, you can say the same thing for investments too, right? Like Warren Buffett's little thing, when people are fuck, it's early Sunday morning. I'm not going to remember the quote, but basically, when everybody's fearful is when you want to be greedy. When everybody's greedy is when you want to be fearful. And right now, people are acting like the world is over. Like all these travel companies are going to go bankrupt, which probably some of them will. Like nobody is ever going to travel again. And I actually see this as a huge opportunity. I don't know if you guys fuck with Twitter or not. I've never really got that into Twitter. I've been kind of giving Twitter a chance lately. And I kind of get it this time around. I never really understood Twitter before. But one of the things that was trending last night was a hashtag Ohare. And at Ohare Airport, as well as LaGuardia, and I think there's only like 13 airports in the country right now that you can fly into internationally. But if you go on Twitter and look at some pictures, there is an insane amount of people waiting to get through customs. I think we said there's no more travel from Europe, and I think they just recently extended that to the UK. And so everybody who's over in Europe and the UK who are US citizens is all like rushing home. And it's almost, I hate to say comical, but it's almost comical. You see like literally thousands of people in O'Hare Airport standing elbow to elbow waiting to get through customs. I saw some people tweeting out that it's like a 6-hour plus wait to get through customs. And it's like, if you didn't have coronavirus already, pretty damn sure you're going to have it standing in a crowd of thousands of people in a confined space without much ventilation coming back. But that's what I'm talking about with opportunity. Like, that's a viral story. That's a huge story. If I were a travel blogger, I'd be talking about people coming back from Europe, maybe writing articles about, if you're an expat, if you're living overseas, what should you do to ride out this coronavirus? Like, I hate to say, what does Rahm Emanuel say? Never let a crisis go to waste. Like, these types of like viral stories are, a travel blogger's like wet dream. And another thing I can kind of see happening is a lot of travel vloggers are probably giving up right now. Now, a lot of times I say you get a head start if you kind of persist while other people are kind of falling off. I mean, there's travel vlogging, travel blogging, informational travel sites. Like travel is one of the biggest niches out there. It's one of the most saturated niches. So it's a hard one to compete in. People already have years, if not decades, head start on you in terms of like SEO and the amount of content that they have out there. But a lot of these smaller travel bloggers, and I think to succeed as a travel blogger, vlogger website, you have to have some interesting spin on things. You can't just be another generic travel vlogger, right? There has to be something interesting about you, like the frugal traveler or, the digital nomad trend. There has to be some type of interesting spin on your content. But if you persist, well, a lot of other people are saying, well, fuck, nobody's traveling. Why am I going to keep creating content? You can really catch up to a lot of these people. So anyhow, let's kind of get into, I'm just kind of rambling at this point, but let's kind of get into this guy's post, and I'd love to kind of hear your guys' thoughts as well. So the post was titled, Coronavirus, Is It Time to Dump That Travel Website? He goes on to say, so I have started a couple months ago a travel website focusing mainly on informational topics with the idea to monetize it with ads, and once my website gained more authority, then move to product reviews and affiliate marketing. If I were a travel, I don't know, what are you going to affiliate market, like backpacks or something like that? Like I would think there's probably more money in like credit card reward type affiliate programs and travel affiliate programs than there is selling backpacks. But one of the cool things about affiliate marketing is you can always move into other things, right? Like if you actually wind up starting a cool travel brand, maybe you could put out like a special travel backpack and, sell that to your audience through Shopify or something like that. Anyhow, he goes on to say, long story short, after 4 months in, I only have 13 articles thanks to a promotion on my full-time job that took away some time from me, planned vacations, and of course, I got some procrastination from my site. Nevertheless, I got some success and some response posts about how to move from airports to city. Imagine something really specific as how to get from LaGuardia Airport to the Upper East Village. I actually think that's kind of interesting content. I remember one of the times I went down to Mexico, I was planning on taking the ADO bus from Cancun Airport to Playa del Carmen, because I was staying right downtown by the bus station. And, you get out and there's a million people rushing up to you. Do you need a bus? Do you need a van? And I got so frustrated not being able to find the bus terminal where to buy the bus. I almost wound up paying a guy $150 to take me in a van to Playa. And I was like, fuck it. That's crazy. So I continued on trying to find a bus. Now keep in mind, the bus is $10. This van was going to charge me $150. So I'm like, fuck it. Let's just try to go find a bus station. So me and my girlfriend keep going to find a bus station. And then some guys in ADO shirts with clipboards come up and they're trying to sell us bus tickets for like 20, 25, $30. Turns out they don't actually work for ADO buses. They're actually just kind of hustlers who will buy a bus ticket and mark it up and sell it to you for 2 or 3 times the price. Well, when you actually leave the airport, you have to exit the airport through all this chaos. Then you got to make a right turn, go through these gates, which kind of seems counterintuitive, like you're leaving the airport property where all these vans are picking people up, and you have to walk all the way down, like 50, 100 yards down, and then all of a sudden, right built into the side of the building, there's an ADO bus terminal, and you buy your bus ticket for $10, and the bus shows up, and the bus isn't some like dumpy, rinky-dink little third world bus. The bus is air-conditioned, they play movies, super comfortable seats, like it's nothing like buses here in the States. And it only cost us $10. So that was awesome, but it was super confusing how to get there. So like a travel blog that actually, I think that's actually kind of an interesting take on travel blogging. A travel blog that literally gives you step-by-step instructions on something very specific that most of these larger travel blogs aren't going to talk about. I think that's like an awesome kind of topic. Let's see, but he goes on to say, with coronavirus creating a huge economic recession and canceling travel plans all over the world, I can't help but to wonder whether I should keep updating the site or move on to another project. Here are some things that I've been thinking about, and he's got some bullet points here. People have wanderlust, so generic posts such as things to do in XXX might get visitors. That's kind of boring to me. That's what like 1,000 other people are doing. I don't doubt that it works, but you got to kind of differentiate yourself. This year ruined in terms of travel, so should I move on to another niche? Is it a great time to focus only on travel-related product reviews such as luggage? Leave informational posts on hold. Not sure about this. If you are not traveling, you won't be buying travel gear. That was my thoughts exactly. So if people aren't traveling, why the fuck are they going to buy luggage, right? I would keep trucking away with the content. The longer content sits up there, the more chances it has to get linked to to get shared. I would just continue on as usual, posting content. Or his last bullet point, use this moment to expand on road trips around the USA. I think that could be an interesting niche, right? A lot of people aren't going to be traveling international, but I think most people are probably going to get out and going to want to see the country. So yeah, I just wanted to talk a little bit about spotting opportunity when everybody else sees doom and gloom. I mean, I'm doing this in the stock market right now. I got my eye, even though I've been kind of out of the crypto space, I got my eye on a couple different cryptocurrencies. I got like a ghost buy order in on XRP or Ripple at a penny. I saw there was like a flash crash the other day. Some guy managed to pick up like $2 million worth of Link tokens, or chain link coins or whatever it is, for I think $90. So and normally that stuff doesn't happen. I think Binance and most of the exchanges have put in kind of like stop gaps to allow stuff like that from happening. But I think this guy had put this order in like on the first day that Chainlink ever started trading on Binance, before they had put these protections in order. So I mean, we're talking about like an order that's been sitting out there, a phantom order that's been sitting out there for like over a year. And CZ of Binance actually commented on this, and he was like, he's like, this shouldn't have happened, but we don't take back money, we don't take back orders. So this guy just made like $2.1 million off $90. Somebody correct me if I'm a little bit off on the details of that story. I was meaning to potentially make a video about it. But yeah, look for opportunity when everybody else is freaking out. The world is not going to come to an end. People are not going to stop traveling forever. This could drag on for quite a while. It could be kind of a flash in the pan and be over in a couple weeks. But people will continue to travel. The world will continue to go on. And it's the people who kind of see opportunity instead of see doom and gloom who will come out of this on top. Would love to kind of hear your guys' thoughts on this. If you had a travel blog, what would you be doing right now? What are you guys doing with your stocks and crypto? Any other opportunities you guys see in the business world right now? Would love to hear your thoughts. Go ahead and drop a comment down in the comment section below. If you enjoyed today's video, give it a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button below. I'm going to get back to enjoying my coffee and recovering from the coronavirus, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Peace.